We have been at my home where the ministry began 10 years ago. And then we were at the Nature Center. And from there we moved to the Annex building. And now, by God's grace, in 2019, we were able to purchase our own facility where we can fulfill our mission to be a church where Christ is exalted, where we will have our worship services. You know, one of the things that really blessed me when we moved into this facility was to really see our people step up and get engaged. Really, when we moved into this facility, one of the things I found out was that we have many people in our church that are very gifted, very talented, that have gifts and talents that I don't have nowhere near their ability to be able to do, and they have stepped up. We've seen people stepped up in the facility when there was things that were maybe needed to be fixed or something that was broke. We had people that step up and help out in that area. People help out with decorating. We've had people paint. I mean, a number of different areas that where we had a need, where I was deficient, where I wasn't good in that area. We've had people step up and really help serve in that capacity. But a lot of the good work that happens in and through this ministry really happens through our people. You know, they're the ones that's really behind the scenes, making things work.
When I first came to the home and visited where the church was happening, I was so excited to join a new ministry. Just thinking about that this is from the ground up, this is pure, this is without any problems. It was just pure, off the ground, straight from the heart of God to the heart of those in taking part. And I was just really excited. I just knew that this had to be from the Lord. And I felt so willing and just determined to be dedicated to the mission, to the vision of this church. Wow. My daughter Nicole and her husband Franklin came aboard the ministry. And interesting enough, it wasn't because of so much of a pull from us, but just the witness that we had about the ministry and what was going on. And like I said before, the mission, the vision and everything. And so when they came to visit with us, I know that the Lord was moving on their hearts and brought them on board. Well, you must know that that was fantastic for me to be able to worship and serve with my daughter and son-in-law. It was just the most wonderful thing for me. I think I cried the first time when they first joined. It was like, it just brought tears in my eyes, just the thought that we're gonna be here together, doing ministry together. So yeah, I was extremely happy.
And so since we've been in the building, we have been seeking out all kind of opportunities. Let me just speak to one opportunity that we're currently engaged in. We have the blessing of being able to serve the local high school football team by providing meals every week. And in addition to meeting the felt need, providing them food, they also give us the opportunity to talk to the players, to have a time where we just kind of pour into their lives and just kind of speak to them about things beyond the sport of football. So they give us opportunity to really provide a meal, but then also speak to more deeper truths. And so this was something that we kind of sought out. I mean, the community knows that we're here. They know that we want to serve the community. So they actually sought us out. But we saw this as a great opportunity for us to serve. And now we're engaged in this outreach, and we're engaged in this outreach for transformation. We're partnering with another ministry in the community, so there's partnership involved with that as well. And so that's just one example of a way that we as a church are fulfilling our mission to seek, serve, and transform, to be a church in the community that's not just having service on Sunday morning, but a church that's actively engaged and involved in the community for the glory of God, for the transformation of lives. One of the things that we value as a ministry is we want to be a place where nobody feels alone. We want to be a place where everyone feels like they're part of the community, where no one is alone. And over the course of our 10 years, I mean, anytime you're doing life with anybody over an extended period of time, you're bound to experience different traumatic situations. And over the course of our 10 years, we've seen people who have lost family members. We have as a ministry. You know, one of the more memorable moments in our ministry for me was the time that we surprised Brother Larry at the nursing home, and we held service there.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that experience, the time that we surprised Brother Larry with that worship service?
That was one of the greatest times for him because he couldn't get out as like he needed to or wanted to, you know. And for the church to come in and use the auditorium in that facility to bring the message and the worship to him, it just meant the world to him. You know, he was in tears, he really was, you know, and he's in the wheelchair, you know, kind of laying back and just, he was totally in awe that we would do that Christ Community Church would do that, to show that kind of love for him as we worshiped, you know, because it didn't have to go that way, you know, but it was a blessing. It was a blessing, and he was really, really pleased.
We also have been able to help seniors in the community. We provided a place for them to do recreation, and we've had various groups come and use our space, lease our space from us to provide a number of different productive and structured activities for people in the community. And so, again, I'm just so blessed and so honored that we are fulfilling our vision. We're walking it out. We are a ministry that's focused on Christ, and we are a ministry that's focused on community, and we're doing it. We're living it out. So Christ Community Church, let's keep doing what God has called us to do for the glory of God. Let's live it out. Let's walk it out, and let's keep at it.